this silica in here. I thought I'd show this process because I don't think anybody saw this. I forgot to do it. It happened. I did it a couple times already. See, you take some of this stuff here and you put it in a yogurt cup. There we go. And then you take some of this stuff here. This is some really thick shellac. Well, not too thick. A little thinner than maple syrup. Okay, now put some in here and make a mud. Thick. There we go. Some more stuff. Whoops. Might be a little too much, but we'll see. I can always put more silica. I want to make a paste. Like a wood filler. Well, no. A spackle. Make a nice spackle here. I put a little too much shellac in there, so let's... Not long, because it's alcohol exposed to the air. This stuff gets thicker, but I ain't gonna wait. We got to do this now. So, see? Fluffy stuff again. It's bizarre. You know they put this in food? See, as a thickening agent. Not my food. I make sure. Okay, there we go. See? Smash this together. There we go. Make a paste like this. Yep, I always do that. Put a little too much of one thing. This is for demonstration now. I did all the boo-boos in the piano, but if you're a woodworker and you're French polishing a finish, this is very, very, very compatible. So, take a little bit of black. About that much. Blacken this up. Because I got rosewood. You don't have to blacken it up. You can put it in clear, actually, if you're putting it in a clear surface. There, see, that's pretty thick. Maybe a little too thick. You don't want it completely dry. It has to bond to the surface you're putting it on. There we go. I'm seeing how it's a French polished surface. This will be perfect. There. Now, there we go. See? Looks like roofing tar. That's what it looks like. Or nice black cake frosting with confectioner's sugar. Smooth, smooth. Okay, now this is what we do. We take a razor blade or something similar, and we're going to go on the other side.
Over here.
Okay. Now, I did this once before with this. I just missed these spots. See, here's a low spot. And you take your putty and you push it right into your spot, low spot. There. And just leave it in the hole. See how little there is there? That's all you need. It doesn't shrink very much, this stuff. It's amazing. And everywhere I put a piece of tape, down here, over here, if you look in the light, can you see in the light there? I got a little thing right here. Now, the shinier you get your surface, the more that stuff shows. It's got to be around, there we go, spackle it. But boy, you don't want to leave too much of this on the surface, because when it gets hard, it's hard as stone. So put only in the little hole, see? Right there, like that. The shellac will bond it right to the surface really good. Okay, here's another one somewhere here. Right there, I think. Yep. So take a little putty and putty the hole, just like that. Okay, where else? Over here we got a couple more. I don't see any. There's one. That's a shallow problem. Any little hole you see. Like, I went over this once with this, or maybe twice. No, once already. So these are left behind. I forgot. Okay, it's really good for things like this too. See, there's little divots there. wipe it in the holes like so. These are a nuisance, these little holes that appear in the edge like this, see, right there. Very difficult to get the finish to stick in them holes. There we go. Okay, what else we got? There's one here. It's so small I can barely see it, but I'll do that. There. See? What do we got here? Another one? I don't see anything, do you? No. Tape was probably stuck to my finger. There's a little tiny hole. Superficials. The better the finish gets, the more you can see them. So hide them now. And what do we got down here? Right there. That little tiny boo-boo. Dirt collects in them. And against the nice rosewood background, it shows up. What do we get? Oh, there's a hole right there. See that hole? Hit that. Just spackle it right off. There. That's all. That's how I filled 90% of the holes. The big ones we hit with Bondo. But I just thought I'd show you that. And like I said, you can put any color in here. And I didn't try it on clear wood like maple or spruce or something, but I imagine the transparency would be right up where you need it, nice and clear. Okay, that's it. And I'm going to sand this down again, but with a fine sandpaper, 320 now, not, what's this? Oh, the same hole. Gotta make sure I fill this in there. There we go. This stuff doesn't shrink very much. Oh, we got another little one here, I think. Yeah. If you see them, fill them in. I don't see any more. Okay, that's it. Now what do we got here? 33B. I just finished cleaning this up. Still got a rag in there. And take a quick look. Some of these stains in here, well, you'd have to take off a bunch of wood to get that out, so we left that in there. But I just finished washing this with Tide detergent, so it's a little damp still. Let's see here. It's damp. Well, it's going to be nice though. Nice and evenly stained instead of unevenly stained. So what we're doing here right now, we got the wire here. Came down, went and got it out of storage here to see how it fits. It fits well, good. Everything's there except for this part here. That is missing. Fits good actually. It's in good shape. Put it here. But this is loose. Of course. It'll pull out for sure. Just knock it out that way and re-glue it. But it's in good condition. It just needs to be washed. It's dirty. But boy, it's one of the nicest ones I've seen. It's gonna clean up beautiful. Look at that full graining in there. It's all hiding behind the filth. So, pedals aren't too worn out at all. Just a little bit here. Should play in your stocking feet. And we'll have to make a piece to fit there. Looks like it's been gone a long time. Looks like somebody colored it in to not attract the eye so much. And it doesn't if it's under the piano. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. Get this fitted and glued up, cleaned up, and get it ready to go on. Okay. Just before we flip it back over, I'm gonna put it on the legs this time. But I gotta make sure everything fits. Everything's nice and clean. Gave it a bath a couple of times, washed the dirt out of it. You know, it was filthy. as you can see. That's from people picking the piano up like this, picking up and going around here with their fingers over there, finger schmutz. You know, they eat a breakfast sandwich and then they play the piano. Get grease on it. Anyways, just take a minute here and show how nice this is. Isn't that weird, huh? This is layers here. The layers are the same thickness as this, but you can't see them. If you look really close, you can see. See, it's layered all the way to the end. And man, look how tight these joints are. Everything is in good shape. Must not have been in a garage in the winter time for 10 years. Okay. Next time, if we flip it up, it's going to be on its legs. That's good. Then we finish up the case. 33B show. Might as well show this. I've been hauling this thing around. I don't know. Probably since about 1978. And what it is, it's a food warmer for a restaurant. You plug it in and this gets hot like heck. This glows red. And there's all my burning stuff in here. So what I'm gonna do is fix a couple boo-boos. I use that to heat my knife up here. Put that there. I don't know, it's part of the show. This one here. These show up after you get the finish on. And there. That thing there. And this. And I can stand over here and heat this up. See, you put this on top of the knife. On top of the knife warmer here. Gotta get the boo-boo in line. Stupid camera. There it is. Alright, we'll heat this up here. This is red hot. Gets my knife hot really fast. And it's clean. I used to use alcohol. That was dangerous too. Had some accidents with it. But this is very quick, see? Just, you're done. There we go, baby. Smooth. Heat this up. See how it's hot, smoking already? You gotta watch this shellac. It's 126 degrees, you know, it melts. So if your knife is, it's gotta be a little warmer than that to melt this stuff, I think. But you gotta move quick. Don't stay there, just smooth it out. Like decorating a cake again, type theory there, see? Full, smooth. I got another one here. Might as well do it. Back the camera up a little bit so you can see what the heck's going on here. There we go. It's difficult with this tripod in here. There's that thing. Boy, did that thing get beat up over the years. Okay. There's the end. Here's this. This is how fast we do it. Okay, now we can see. Okay, put this here. This thing is red hot, it's plugged in. Got a plug. That many seconds. That's hot. Much quicker than alcohol. I used to use alcohol lamp for many years. Pain in the neck. There we go. Just fill in that pesky little boo-boo. Everybody sees it there. That's how fast a knife heats up. Seconds. And the alcohol, if you let your alcohol lamp get crummy, you got black smoke on your knife, which was a pain in the neck. Okay, that's it. I think these are the last two boo-boos. There might be a couple more on the other side, but I'm not going to show that. That's the same thing over again. Okay, here it is, continuation. go down the side here. I'm sanding it down again, as you can see. And I have some low spots here. I'm going to leave those because see I'm wearing through. I don't really want to do this. As soon as it wears through, stop, because it will take that lower layer out. What I'm going to do today is sand it with a block again. Block of wood. Of course, that's not on there properly. And I'm going to fill these little white pesky marks here. See these in the crack here? I'm going to go after those first with the silica and the shellac. Kind of a wet rag. Maybe I'll show it. Push it right in here. Push it right in here first before we do anything else and get rid of those. Those are a pain. Those have been there since the factory, I think. Anyways, here's our surface that's coming along. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe. Sanded it down here. These low spots have got to stay. I'm going to try to build them up a little bit. But overall, it's coming out fine. Here's some of those, maybe a couple spots over here. This one. I can fill with that hot knife. I can do that anytime, even after the finish is on completely. That's what that's for. The boo-boo fixer. Okay, we're gonna hit it. Continue sanding it here, and then I'm gonna shellac it. Okay. The 33B show. What are we going to show? Oh, took a fresh sandpaper, 220, pretty rough, and a nice flat block. And it's kind of important. See, I got a nice French polish finish here now. I'm going to scratch it all up. If you want to level this is what I've been doing. Now this has been done, it was swabbed with alcohol. Then I actually took lacquer thinner and a paintbrush. I didn't show that part, I don't think. Anyways, put lacquer thinner on here with a paintbrush and it melted the finish in. Then it was French polish with silica. One polishing. Then it was sanded down. Gave it another polishing with silica. Sanded down like this. Gave it another one with no silica. You don't need silica anymore. That's the base. But here, I want to show you. See, it's kind of harsh. You want to sand it down, you press hard to start. Right off of this nice freshly polished finish, you're going to grind it down like so. See all the high spots and low spots? You want to go after those right away. You don't want to just play around and just pass the block over. No, put some effort into it. Because we're grinding this surface down like this. See all the low spots appearing? Every dark spot is like this everywhere. So we're trying to get rid of that. And yes, we can do circles. At this point in time, circles aren't necessary. Just clean everything flat, just like that. Once it starts breaking that glaze, it goes fast, you can see. Oops. Well, anyways, that's what I'm going to do for the next 5 minutes or so. Pick up my block here. Oh. See how it glazes like that? I hate that. You know what fixes that good? A brass brush. Keep it handy. Pass on a brass brush. If it sands out good. See, now once you break the glaze, it goes easy. Just. This is just right. We need to. Oh, this It's gonna be good this time. Pretty flat. You can see. Yep, keep the paper clear. Doesn't clot too bad. Anyways, this is what I'm gonna do. Sand it flat. The bigger your block, the better. But I happen to like this size. Does a good job of flattening everything out. See, get it as flat as we can before I add the more shellac. Okay, there. We're gonna do it. And then we'll be back. The 33B show. What am I going to show? Okay, one more thing. See this stuff here? This is the silica and the shellac. Pretty thick. Yes, it's pretty thick. Heavy duty. What we're going to do, try this. Well, what I'm going to do is push some into these cracks here. It's a pain in the neck. It's a pain when you're spraying, it's a pain when you're doing everything. The dust sticks in these pores here, so what we do, before we do any more polishing on this case, shellacking I mean, we're going to do this. Wrap a cloth. This, not too thick. We need a curved one in here, like so. See, get that curve in here like that, so we can push this into the corner here. I got a curve to do, so now we'll take our shellac mixture and pour some on here. And make sure that silica is stirred up in there. We want to get it on here. All right, I did this off camera. I just poured some in here. And what we're going to do is just jam it in the corner here like so, see? Up and down. Make sure it goes in that corner like so. You can see the silica coming off. Polish it, push it into the corner. Got some over here too. Takes care of all of that. Does an amazing job. Of course, you got to put some more on here. A little bit like so. There we go. And I did it all the way down the end of the piano and you couldn't see me. So anyways, you can take that same cloth, put it in a square one, or one like this, sharp edges, and push it into the long corners. And it does a good job. Like so. Get your sharp edge. Put some of this on here. I'm going to do it not on the piano. Over here, like so. There. Like so. It's wet. And we push it right in the corner here. Like so. Turn it over to this side. Push it right in the corners. Like so. That looks better. Okay. Getting ready to French polish this again. And see, I missed a spot here. Well, we'll get that later. But this has been coated a couple. This will be the third time I do this, but now we got a very thick solution here. With just a couple of drops, the shellac, thick, and a couple of drops of turpentine. I'm getting a little more careful putting it on this time because I'm smoothing out all these things in here by hand, sanding them a little bit. We don't want to get sloppy. We want to lay the varnish on like so. Nice and smooth. Smooth is where it's at. There we go. Over here, here, this. Now we drag it out like so. Smooth and nothing. No wackadoodle crazy brush strokes, just in and out. So it's almost impossible to get up here with a French polish rag. Unless you're some kind of magician. Like so, there. Leave that alone. You can come out here a little more with this. This is going to be a finish polish. In other words, all our boo-boos are taken care of. All the veneer has been replaced, and while the piano's on its side here, I'm going to put a nice shellac on the side here. No silica this time. And leave that behind because it's too hard to sand. Where's the sandpaper out? There. And can't get in here with a French polish either, so we'll do this. Looks pretty good actually. There we go, baby. So It's starting to come out nice. It's the third coat, but it's very thin. Alright, so I'm going to polish the whole rest of this here. This thing, if I can turn this there. This surface all the way down there. Give it a good polishing up. And then I'll come back. We'll show you.